Hello, I'm Rob, and this is how to play Mythical Menagerie. This game is all about collecting sets. You want sets of color and sets of a kind. 3 of a kind is worth 1 point. A set of 4 is worth 2 points. And a set of 5 is worth 3 points. There's 5 colors: white, purple, blue, red, and green. And there's 5 creatures: fox, rabbit, dragon, tortoise, and sheelan. A card can exist in 2 sets. This card is in both the green and the fox set. That's great because you're getting 3 points for this, 1 point for that, using only this one card in this position. You can lay out your cards and your sets however you want. If you prefer, you can do colors on your column. Doesn't matter. To set up the game, remove the rules cards and the phase 1 card. Select somebody to go first, preferably someone who's played before. Give them the phase 1 card. So you're going to shuffle this and remove some depending how many players you have. This makes the game more interesting because you won't know exactly what's in the deck. 4 players, you remove 2 cards. If you're playing with 3 players, you remove 5 cards. And if you're playing with 2 players, remove 12. That's all in the rules and you can reference it there. Let's pretend we're playing with 3 players, so I remove 5. Every player always gets 3 cards to start. So you deal out 3 cards each, and now you're ready to play. Turns are very simple. You draw 2 cards, play 1 card, and then discard a card. This player is going first. They have a hand of 3. Let's see what they have. They're going to draw 2, play 1, maybe they choose to play the rabbit, and it goes into their sets. You can organize your sets however you like. And then they have to discard 1. Well, got a couple purples and a couple dragons. It'd be nice to keep both, but they'll discard the green dragon. Now the next player can draw from the deck or the discard piles. Yes, and I said piles, but you'll see in a moment. So maybe they choose, you always get to draw 2 cards. Maybe they choose 1 from the top, and then they say, oh, I want the green dragon, so I'll take that one. And then they play a card, and then they discard a card. Now, every player has their own discard pile. So over time, you should see cards start to pile up like this. You always discard in your own pile, but you can draw from any pile. So again, very simple. Your turn is draw 2 cards from anywhere. So let's say I drew this one and this one. Play a card to your sets, and then discard a card to your own pile. All right. When this deck runs out, because all the cards have been played or discarded, etc., then you flip over to phase 2. So let's say you have a few discards out there. You run out of cards in the deck. You flip over to phase 2 and you shuffle in all these back into a new deck. So we'd shuffle that, and now we're on phase 2. Phase 2 is very short, usually, because people are drawing from discards and deck. Each game is a little different. When the deck runs out the second time, that's the end of the game. You want to finish out the round, so if this player started, and this player ended the game by drawing the last card, then this player would still get 1 more turn, and that would end the game, because they started the game, so it always ends just to their right. All right, then you would count up points based on your sets. However, there's another element to the game, which is creature powers. So whenever you play a card, you may optionally use its power. The simplest one is the dragon. The dragon set scores +1. So if you have a set of 3 dragons, well, normally 3 cards is 1 point, but the dragon's a set of 3 is 2 points. It's just +1 no matter how big the set is. So 5 dragons would be, normally 5 is 3 points, but 5 dragons is 4 points. So that's the dragon. The rabbit lets you draw another card. So you play the rabbit, immediately draw from the deck or discard pile, and you get another card into your hand. That's great. The Qilin lets you play a second card from your hand, but it's a bit expensive. You have to discard another card to use it. So here's an example. If I have these 3 cards in my hand, I play the Qilin for my turn. I may immediately discard a card, maybe I'll discard the dragon, in order to play a second card. Now, playing 2 cards in your turn is very powerful. It should be noted that you don't get the power of the second card, so I don't get to then use the rabbit's power, even though I just played it. The Qilin just lets me get another card into my sets. There's 2 more powers, and they're somewhat related, because this one protects you from this one. When you play a fox, you name a player. If they have any matching cards, so if I played green fox and I said, if I ask another player, do you have any green cards, they have to give me a green card from their hand. And that card would go right into my hand. If they already have a tortoise out that matches, so if they had a green tortoise played, then I can't target them with a fox. They're protected permanently. One great thing about the tortoise, though, is if anyone plays a matching fox, then you can immediately play the tortoise, even if it's not your turn. And you have to do this before they target someone. So let's say one player plays the green fox, and you're watching, and you say, oh, I have a green tortoise. I'm going to play that. Now they have to target the person over here because you're now protected, and you got a free play. And that's how you play Mythical Menagerie. I hope you enjoy it.